Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Wow, December 28th. We're getting closer to the end of the year. Have any of you made any resolutions for the new year? I myself haven't yet. I know I made some for the past following year. Well, I shouldn't say some. I made one that I thought for sure I was going to win, which was drawing at least one picture every single day for 365 days. And I did rate pretty good every single day, right up until the summer, late summer, when I ended up hurting myself by falling asleep on a nerve that incapacitated my right side for like 3 months. It was horrible. I couldn't lift a coffee cup for Christ's sake. It was horrible. And then most recently, I just almost did that to my left side the other night, but I've almost got full control over my left hand. Not quite, but I can pick up a cup. I just can't hold it. But yeah, so if you've been here before, then welcome back. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. I'm glad you found me. I really hope you hear something that makes you want to come back. Um, I'm not much of an entertainer, or I don't attract people with my words, so I hope you stick around. Um, for those for those of you who don't know me, my name is John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. Grace in our treatment of others. Anonymity opens us in Anonymity opens us to grace. Guiding Principles, Tradition 12, Opening Reflection. Within the rooms of NA, anonymity provides an important bridge to gracious behavior. Anonymity allows us to see each other as equals and to identify our common bond. It stands in contrast to any prejudice or old belief that might interfere with practicing grace. When we view our fellow members as peers, no better or worse than ourselves, grace helps us extend equal access to recovery. By setting aside the things that separate us, we can allow grace to shape our actions. We are free to look past our judgments of ourselves and others as anonymous addicts. The same holds true outside of the rooms of NA. We can practice grace whether in line at the market, on the job, or in passing. We accept that others face difficulties just as we do, and many go through life without an opportunity to learn to live by spiritual principles. We assume that others are doing their best, even when their best is sometimes terrible. As we integrate spiritual principles in all our affairs, it's easier to be gracious. We show up at work and do the right thing, regardless of who else may be having a bad day. We allow family members the space to be who they are. Having rejoined humankind, we recognize that what grace brings to our humanity, we're inspired to be gracious in our words and actions. When we invite grace to guide our actions, we're inspired to treat others with decency and respect. I will practice grace by treating others with kindness and respect, just as I would like to be treated. That's a good reading today. That's one thing that recovery, or let me rephrase that. That's one thing that the gift of recovery has taught me, is to forgive and let go. So, in my mind, I don't have any enemies today. Mind you, I don't have any frenemies either. However, today I also don't put myself in situations that might compromise my integrity today. I have boundaries today, which, is something I've never had before. Today I can say no without feeling bad. Well, actually, that's not true. Sometimes I still feel bad when I have to say no, but I can say no today without having to deal with any consequences other than maybe disappointing somebody if that's the case. But um, yeah, I don't know really where I was going with that, but thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. Would love it if you hit like and subscribe. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you, and we will see you again real soon, like tomorrow. Bye for now.